was interested, kind of the last thing I was thinking about was, I've talked with riders over the last few weeks and months about Rolex, and I was talking with Will Faudree about Paolo, and I was talking with Emma Ford about some of Phillip's horses, and she was talking about Woodburn, and both of them said that, well, Will said, that he needed Paolo to feel like King Kong, and Emma Ford about Woodburn said that he's just coming out of his stall, like a lion. And I'm wondering, like, why is that important for them to feel so strong and brave going into Rolex, and how do you create that for those horses physically as a veterinarian with their fitness and their wellness?
Well, this again goes back to the long-range fitness program, and these horses, Will's and Phillip's, these two just aforementioned horses, they both completed the year in good form, having done horse trials and competitions right up to the conclusion of 2009. So these animals retained a strong core fitness. Then they begin again in the winter time, around the time of the holidays, starting up with jogging, flat work, and then jumping, and then eventually move into competing and doing horse trials. Often riders at even the top level of the sport, like Phillip and Will and everybody else that's here competing, because this is the highest level in the sport, a 4-star. They often compete with their horse at a level lower than they are established. In other words, they might do an open intermediate horse trial with the horse, which is slightly slower, and the jumps are slightly more inviting. And so this then builds confidence in the horse. And then the horse might run in one to several advanced horse trials, and then often in a CIC. Because with the requirements now, and I won't get into the requirements because they are somewhat complex for many people to understand, including myself. But CIC is often a requirement for stepping up to the next level, and that is a requirement that a horse has run a CIC 3-star within the last 2 years, I believe. And I'll stand corrected if I'm wrong on that, to be able to compete here. So this is what the people are doing, is trying to start the horse, get it fit, get it confident, and use the horse trials. They're essentially training tools to have your horse peak into a competition like this. So when they say they want them coming out like a lion, they want the horse to arrive in confidently. And so when you leave that start box, for anyone who has evented, which is a thrilling feeling to be on a cross country and then to complete it with you and your horse having that feeling of confidence, they're trying to, you can't go out there hesitatingly or with trepidation that you might or might not be able to do it. And so I think that this is what Emma's referring to. You want the horse to feel that this is well within their fitness armamentarium, that that the animal is highly capable of performing the sport. And the reason we do that, so that it does not cause duress to the animal, they can do it within ease, and that you can then be more competitive, which is one of the reasons you're doing it. It is a competition, and I promise you, these people are all very competitive.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to 3 Days, 3 Ways. We really appreciate your time, and it's been very informative for us. We're a lot that wants to know about our horses and how to take care of them better, so thanks for joining us at Rolex 2010.
It's a great sport, and maybe we'll have time later in the competition and can visit it again.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Courtney.
Thanks, Kevin.